Hello everyone!
Hey there!
Welcome to Flower Friday. My name's Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That's right, and we have got a Glam Christmas wreath for you today.
Yeah, this one's going to be so fun, and if you are like me and you love all things glittery, sparkly, glam, then this is going to be a wreath that I'm sure that you're going to love.
Yes, we have got some beautiful, they're kind of a, what would you call that, champagne?
Yeah,
pink?
kind of champagne.
Kind of a champagne-ish, pinkish look poinsettias that we're going to be using, and some leopard print balls, which I love.
Yep.
Of course.
We're going to throw in some leopard print.
Yes, we have, and some glitter stems, just a bunch of neat things that we're going to be using.
That's right. And so to make this wreath today, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, hello Patty and Julie. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Yes.
If you are watching us live, just type live in the comments. If you're watching the replay, type replay in the comments and let us know where you're watching from.
Yes. So, and if you're in the hurricane path, we are praying for you. Hopefully everybody will be all right in that.
Definitely. So today we have a 24-inch flocked pine wreath. Now you can get these in stores. You can get these at Walmart.
Yes.
I believe you can get them at Hobby Lobby, or you can flock your own wreath.
Yes, and we've got a video.
Yeah, we've got a video showing you exactly how to do that, and it's actually really fun and interesting.
It is.
So I will link that, and you guys can check out that video.
Yep.
So we have a 24-inch pine frosted or flocked pine wreath. We have we've got our bows already made, which I'm going to show you how to make those in just a minute.
Yeah, she's going to make one of them. I've already got mine on here. And then we've got our poinsettias. Like I said, we've got those. We've got several different kinds of ball ornaments that we're going to be using. And then our glitter stems that we are going to use. And then we've got this pretty little ornament that we're going to do something special with.
That's right. So we're going to have so much fun today. Yeah. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Y'all be sure to share this video with your friends.
Yes, please do.
So basically this wreath, this Christmas wreath, is going to be gold, champagne, and pink. And we're going to throw in some leopard because we're just going to have fun. We're going to get a little wild in here today.
Yes, I found these leopard balls at Hobby Lobby, and that just tickled me because I love leopard, as you can tell. I love the leopard. So
I know. I can't believe that I did not wear my leopard
she said she came in and she was like, why did I not wear my leopard?
I did not dress the part today. I'm sorry about that, guys.
But I did.
I am not representing.
I know.
Oh well.
That's all right.
I usually do have some leopard on.
She does, I'm telling you.
So I'm going to show you the ribbons that we're using for our bow. We have some gorgeous 4-inch leopard ribbon.
Yes, love that.
This is like a velvet. It's very pretty ribbon.
Beautiful. That's from D. Stevens.
We've got some 3-inch. This is from Hobby Lobby, and it's a pink. And it's kind of got some gold in it. I don't know if you can see that.
It's got little strands of gold, and that's you said that was 3-inch.
That is 3-inch. Then we've got some 2.5-inch. This is just glitter gold, and this gets everywhere when you're working with it because I've got glitter from head to toe now for making the other bow.
And I think that's from Michael's, but I think both Michael's and Hobby Lobby has it.
And then we've just got a 1.5-inch plaid, and it's also gold and pink.
So it's perfect for this one.
Perfect for this, and that came from Hobby Lobby as well.
That's right.
So, as we said, we already have our bows made for this one. We are making a large one, or we have a large one, and this is a whimsical bow, and then we have a smaller whimsical bow. Now, I already do have my small one, which is just a smaller version of what I'm about to show you to make right now.
Yes.
But I'm going to go ahead and get started with this one. Hey, Tessa, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate that.
Yes, we do appreciate it so much.
Hello, Charles and Luann.
Hey,
welcome.
Charles.
So I'm going to go ahead here and get started with our whimsical bow. So when I make these bows, I always like to start with my thickest ribbon, and then I go down from there. Okay, so I'll start with my 4-inch, then I'll go with my 3-inch, then my 2-inch, and then my 2.5-inch, and then my 1.5-inch.
Yep, work your way down.
Yeah. So I have my tails cut. This is cut at 15 inches, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this down in my Bow Bow Maker, because that's what I'm using to make this bow.
And she's already, you told them about the wire, the floral wire.
Well, I've got my floral wire already in, but I'll show you what I did. I just cut a real long piece. That's probably, I don't know,
probably
28
30,
inches,
20,
something
yeah.
like that. I doubled it over, so I've got a loop on one end and then my 2 open ends. Then I put it down into my Bow.
Right down the middle.
Just like that. I tuck it under and then I just lay it flat. Okay, so now I'm going to put my ribbon, my tail for my leopard. This is cut at 15 inches and the ends are dovetailed, and to do that it's very simple. You just fold it over and just cut upwards just like that. And then you have your pretty dovetails. So I am going to stick that in there and just make sure that it's even. So now I'm going to make my loops. Okay, when I put it down in the Bow, I make sure that I put the pretty side down flat into the Bow. Now I leave about 1 inch over here on my left hand side, and then make my first loop, which is going to be about a 6-inch loop. Okay, I'm going to twist, and then I'm going to make another loop. If you want to measure these loops, you can. You can use a measuring mat or tape measure, anything like that. So, but what I do is I just pull them up and make sure that they're relatively even. Now I am going to do 4 loops of this one. Just like that. So I've got 4 loops of my leopard. So next I'm going to start with my next largest, which is the 3-inch.
And she's just stacking them one on top of the other.
And I really do love this.
I love
this ribbon. It's very pretty with the pink and the gold.
Very pretty.
And I'm just going to throw that on the floor. Okay, now these loops I'm making just a tad bit shorter. These are about 1/2 inch shorter than the thicker leopard loops. But I'm doing them the same way that I did the others. And I'm also making 4 loops, just like that. Make sure I get that in good. Okay, so I'm going to cut that ribbon off there because I am done with that one. Okay. So now I'm going to add in my 2.5 inch gold. These, and I didn't mention it before, but these tails are cut at 14 inches. So my 4.5 inch leopard was cut at 15 inches, and these 2 are cut at 14. They're just a little bit shorter. Again, I'm going to make sure that I put my pretty glitter side face down. And y'all, this glitter, it gets all in my nose.
It does. It gets
and in
everywhere.
my mouth. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. So if I start sneezing, it's from the glitter.
Yes, it does fly off, but it is pretty.
Now I'm going to do these about the same as the, they're going to be about 5.5 inches, like the ones in front of them. And I'm also doing 4 loops of that, 2 on each side. This is going to be a big, pretty bow because we want it to really stand out. So now I'm going to add in my 1.5 inch. Now this ribbon is cut at 13 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down into the Bow. All of my tails are dovetailed.
Uh-oh.
Got my thumb stuck. Alright, so I'm going to actually make these loops about 1 inch shorter. So these loops are going to be about 4 inches. They're going to be quite a bit shorter than the others.
I love this too. This is such a pretty ribbon.
But they're all going to be the same size. Let me pull those up. Yeah. So I'm going to cut that off because I'm done with that. And so this is what it looks like when it's in the Bow. So now I'm just going to pull it out. Okay, so to do that, I always make sure that I've got a thumb or a finger or something hanging onto my ribbons because I don't want them to go flying out. And I just put those two ends right through that loop and wiggle it back and forth and then pull it out of the bow dabra. And then I just wiggle back and forth a few good times just to make sure that it's really tight.
Yeah, you want to get that as tight as you can.
Yeah. Okay, and then I just pull it around to the back, just like that, and I twist maybe 5 or 6 times. I just want to make sure that I've got it really secure so that my loops, so that all my hard work doesn't, you know.
Yeah, just come flying out.
And so now, this is what it looks like, and I've got to fluff it. So to fluff it, you just pull one loop or one tail one way in one direction, and then the other one in the opposite direction. Okay, so I go around the whole bow.
Do one color or one ribbon at a time.
All the way around until I get everything where I want it. And I am kind of picky when it comes to my ribbons because I don't like to have too much of one pattern or one ribbon on one side. I like to make sure that it's as even as I can get it. So it does take me a few minutes to do that, but you just go around through the whole bow and get everything where you want it.
And it is so easy once you get the hang of it, but it does take working with it.
Yeah, so if you're using a bow dabber, if you're making one of these whimsical bows, don't give up if you don't get it on the first try.
No.
It does take a little bit of practice.
It took me a while to learn how to do them.
But it's definitely worth it because these do make really pretty bows.
They really do. Now she's going to put her bow on her wreath, but the first thing that you're going to do before you do anything else, but I've already got my bows on, but the first thing you're going to do is you're going to fluff your wreath because they come really packed. There's one behind you, Amanda. Can you get that and just show them? You see how they come really, really packed tight like that. You don't want to start like this. You want to start by pulling out I usually start around the outside first and pull everything out, and then I start on the inside and do the same thing, and just make sure to put things where you want them, but you want to get everything spread out so that it's really good and fluffed like we've got it. So that's what you're going to do first before you do anything else, and then she'll show you what.
Yeah. So now I'm just going to wire this directly to the wreath base. So what I do is I kind of look at it, and every wreath is different. So you'll kind of have to look at yours, and you really just kind of have to wiggle it and kind of look at it and just see what feels right, what feels like the top and what feels like the bottom.
Right. With grapevine, if you hang it, it's going to hang a certain way if you got it right. So it's easier than with these. With these, you just kind of have to look around because they are perfectly round. So
I am going to just wire these directly to the the pine base, but this is an elevated wired wreath, so there's one at the top and one at the bottom. So I'm going to wire it. Did you wire it to the top one or the bottom one? I can't remember.
I think I did to both on this one.
Okay, well I'm going to wire it directly on there at about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, right at 10 o'clock.
Okay, so you almost want it at the top, but not at the very top.
Yeah, not at the tip top. Kind of off to the side, right about the 10 o'clock position.
Yeah. And so I just wire it, just twist your wire several times around there. And of course you're going to have to refluff it. But that's
yes,
okay.
You're going to have to do that several times. So
now I did tell you that we had a second bow. This one I made the same way that I made the first bow. This is made whimsical style. The difference is it only has 2 loops.
Right.
So 1 loop on each side of each ribbon, and instead of fluffing it so that all of the loops go all the way around, we just kept them kind of stacked like a traditional bow, like you would see a traditional bow.
And just make sure all your tails are down,
and then your loops are right there on each side. So it's stacked on each side with your tails at the bottom.
But isn't that so cute like that?
Yeah.
I just think that turned out so cute.
And so now...
And that one's going to be about, what, 4? Maybe about 4 o'clock.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and wire this on. Now this wreath actually has pine cones on it. You may have a flocked one that doesn't.
Move them around.
Yeah, and so you really have to kind of move them around. Oh.
Yeah, to get it where you want it. And now we've got these pretty, very pretty glitter stems that we got from Hobby Lobby, and I love these because they actually, you can cut them apart and have 3 different pieces on each one like that. And so that's what I'm gonna do as I'm while I'm greening my wreath, because even though we've got this one and it already has a lot going on, we do want to add some of the glitter stems, so we're going to put those around just like normally, like we would be greening our wreath. So I'm just going to cut those apart so that I've got 3 pieces like this. And I'm going to start, oh, let me move this over so that you can get to that too.
I'm actually going to lower mine just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm on a little high, a little higher than hers.
Okay, and so I'm just going to start right at the very top and put that in, and I'm just going to use one of my pine pieces to wrap around it to hold it in place. And I want it just kind of peeking out, so it's going to be maybe an inch or so above the greenery that's already there. And so now I'm going to put this piece on the bottom, and I'm going to do the same thing just like I just did with the top. Just like that. And I'm just going to go around the whole wreath doing this. So I'm just going to pull them apart. And I'm going to put this one, I'm going to make my cross first, because I always like to do my cross. That just kind of helps me to gauge how I need each one of these to be. So I'm going to put that one right there, and this one on this side. It's going to be kind of behind the bow. And I'm just using a piece of the pine that's already there. I just wrap it around the stem to hold it where I want it to be. And once I get that done, then I'm just going to come in on each side.
So you guys, let us know where you're watching from, if you are watching us live, or even if you're watching the replay. Let us know where you're watching from, and let us know if you're being affected by any of this weather and the hurricane.
We're going to be getting some rain from it, it looks like. And I'm so thankful it's not anything more than that, I don't think. But I know that there's a lot of people that are going to be in the direct path.
Yeah, and you guys are definitely in our thoughts and prayers.
Yes,
we're in Alabama,
really are,
so I think
we
we're
understand how that can be.
I think we're just going to get rain.
Yep.
This time, though.
Yep, it looks that way. Okay. And you see I've just put 2 more at the top, and now I'm going to put 2 more at the bottom. So I'm making sure that I get it all the way around the outside. Some glue strings.
So we, you know, kind of went back and forth about whether or not we should do this one as a flocked wreath or just do a regular pine wreath. But with these really glitzy color, and you know, these colors with the gold and the champagne, we kind of thought that this snowy look would,
it just kind of looked
We
good together.
wanted something a little bit softer with the snowy look.
Yeah, and that was kind of hard to decide, but it did. When we put everything up against it, it just really worked. So that's why we went with that. But you could certainly do this on a regular pine wreath if you wanted to.
Yeah, and you could even make this as a swag as well. You could, you know, use these same type of materials and make a swag if you wanted to.
Yeah, you really could. It'd be pretty. It would be pretty. Now I've cut one more because I'm going to put one piece right at my bow, and I've got it aimed at my other bow. If you see, it's kind of coming down from the into the middle, just like that. And this one I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to have it kind of aiming up. So I'm just kind of moving my bow out of the way.
And for those of you asking, we're using a glue skillet.
Yes.
This is it's made by Surebonder.
Yes, it is.
And we're just basically
amazing.
Instead of using a glue gun, we use the glue skillet and we just dip our stems in there, so we don't have to, you know, glue each individual item with the glue gun. We just can dip it right in there.
Right. And now we may use some more of our gold stems later, but we're going to go ahead and put our pretty poinsettias in. I love these. I'm going to put the first one right up here at the top, and you see I'm going in sideways. I don't want to put it straight in, so I've got it sideways just a little. I just want to make sure to spread everything out and get it pretty. And then again, I'm just using my pine to wrap around the stem to keep it held right where I want it.
And now these poinsettia stems, these are from Hobby Lobby.
Yes. And they're actually in the section at Hobby Lobby. They're not in the stem and floral section. They're where the picks are. And I love these. Okay, this one I'm putting over here, almost under my bow, but not too close. I don't want any of it hidden, so I'm just moving some of the pine around so that I can get it exactly where I want it. Just like that.
I think these are so pretty too.
They really are.
They're so glittery, and that's what we want for this.
Yes.
Glittery and glitzy.
And this one I'm going to put down here in the bottom. And I'm sure I'll have to fix it again because it will. Did you drop one of them?
Yeah, I dropped my poinsettia.
Uh-oh. Let's see. So I'm just taking a piece of pine and making sure I get it wrapped good so it stays right where I want it. Did you not? You can't find it? You don't know where you dropped it?
Yeah, I see it.
Uh-oh, you got to get to it. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a danger here if we drop something.
Well, because I don't want to knock the camera down.
I know it. I know, trying to get to...
So I'm going to try to use the broom and get it.
Okay. So if everything goes flying, y'all just hang with us. She'll get it fixed. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
We'll have to continue to fix my bow, of course. Uh-oh. Was that yours or mine?
I found it.
Fail. I'm going to put one more of my gold pieces right here at the top. Okay, so now I'm going to add some of my ornaments, and I have got all sizes here and colors. I love all these together, but I'm going to start with my larger ones first, and I'm going to take the tops off because I'm going to glue these in, and you just don't want anything that could easily come loose, so I just take those off.
Now, did I miss anything while I was digging for my poinsettia?
Let's see, I put one more piece of gold in the side here, okay, aiming towards the middle, and you got your 3 poinsettias.
Yeah, I got the poinsettias.
That's it. So we're going to put our first ball ornament right here. I'm just going to kind of move it's going to go right in there, and we're just going to dip it directly into the glue, except I got a big old blob. I should have stirred that first, but we're going to just move it around in the glue just like that and get a lot of glue on it and stick it right where we want it. The key to using the glue like that and getting it where you want it is to go ahead and move your pine pieces exactly where you want them before it dries. You have to do it right that second, or it will dry and it's too late and you can't move it. So just make sure you get everything where you want it to be when you first put your ball on there. Let's see. I'm trying to decide if I want this one over here on this side or if I want it in the bottom.
And you know, really, with these flocked wreaths, one of the reasons that I love using them, you really don't even have to put a ton on them.
You don't.
You can just stick a couple bows on there and a few ornaments and you're good to go.
And it's good, yes.
So you can really put as much or as little, you know, on it as you want to.
Yeah. Whoop. Yep. And I am just going to get that stirred up good. I should have done that to start with, but that's all right. We're getting it now. Okay, so I'm just dipping this one just like I did the last one. I'm going to move my greenery around and put this right here. And make sure you get everything just like you want it.
So Hobby Lobby, I don't know if you guys have been lately, but they've got a lot of really pretty color combinations this year.
Some unusual ones.
Yeah, some unusual ones. And, you know, like with the leopard, I mean, a lot of times, you know, you don't think of using leopard in a Christmas wreath. But, you know, it's fun, so we thought, why not?
Yep. Okay, now I've got some other ornaments, so I'm going to do the same thing and remove the little tops off of those, the little hangers. I'll go ahead and do that. The good thing about these ball ornaments, you don't have to wire them in if you're using pine. Now, if you're using a grapevine wreath or something, you're going to have to do it a little differently. But if you're using the pine, you just stick them in the glue and go. And that's wonderful about these. I love these. These are kind of a pink, but they've got just a hint of the gold all around them, so that's just perfect for this one. Okay, I'm gonna stick this one up here in the top. Another one over here on this other side.
Mary, you use a special glue called glue pellets in the glue skillet. They're made by Surebonder, but they're just little. I don't know if I have any right underneath, but they're just little pellets of glue, and they're made specifically for this glue skillet. Where did you put that one? I didn't see
Oh,
that.
right over here on the side. Yeah. Kind of behind my poinsettia, but they're like little pellets, like these tiny little pellets. And we get these from Surebonder, and they are made specifically for the glue skillet and the temperature for the glue skillet and all of that. So we definitely recommend using the pellets that are for that, and not just cutting up. I've had people say, well, can't I just cut up, you know, regular glue sticks? But these are made specifically for this temperature, and they just work better than just cutting up the glue sticks. And you can get them at the same place you get the skillet. Now I'm going to add some of my pretty little, these are just adorable, but they have the little ribbon on them that I'm going to cut off because I'm not going to need that. Well, and I dropped it. But I'm not going to take the hanger off of these because these are actually glued on. So I'm going to do just like I did with the others and put them directly into the glue, just like that. Just be careful and don't burn yourself, because you can burn yourself really easily.
Yeah, and that's the only thing. Of course, anytime you're working with hot glue, you have to be careful.
Yes, you really do. Okay. And just like I said, you got to move everything around so that you've got it just like you want it while everything is still wet. I love these ornaments too. These are so pretty. Just so unusual. Here under that poinsettia.
And you almost just want to have your balls just kind of peeking out.
Yeah, you do.
You know, you don't really want them sitting right on top.
No, you want to kind of tuck them in. Exactly.
Yeah, you want to tuck them in.
And that's why you're going to go ahead and move all of your greenery around so that you do have them just tucked in there. Okay, I'll use one more of these. And then I've got a couple more gold ones I want to use.
And if leopard is not your thing, that's fine.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
you
just
wouldn't
do
even...
this. You could even add silver and have champagne,
Definitely.
the pink, gold, and silver. That would be pretty too.
It would.
So, I mean, there's really a lot you can do with it.
Definitely. All right.
Just sprinkle your balls around here, your ornaments, just wherever you want them.
Wherever you want to put them.
As many or as few as you want. I like a lot.
Yep.
So I'll probably use a little bit more.
But that again is just preference. So you just do what you like. I'm gonna turn it this way real quick just to make sure I've got all of my greenery like I want it. Refix my bow.
Yeah, I probably fluff my bows like
150 times.
Yeah, it seems like 100 times.
It does.
And I don't know why, honestly. I don't just wait until the end.
But I just don't, I do the same thing.
I don't like working with it.
I know.
I like seeing it how it's supposed to be, even when I'm working on it.
Me too. So I do the same thing. Okay. So I've got my bow back fluffed. So I'm going to put these pretty ornaments on.
And these are really pretty too. I don't know if you guys can see that well, but they have rhinestones on them, like little crystals, and some glitter.
Yes, they're really so pretty. And I'm actually gonna, I want that to show. So I'm going to put my glue in, and I'm gonna have it like that so that you can see the pretty side. Because I don't want to do just the bottom of that one and you wouldn't see all that. And I still want to work it around so that you can't see that hanger. So I just move my greenery around. Okay. That's pretty. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the top one, but I want it to be right up in here. So I want them kind of opposite each other. So I'm just going to put that one in sideways like I did the other.
Martha, you can use these outside, but if you want them to last, you really want to have some kind of like overhang of some sort. I mean, you could use them out in, directly outside, but you're probably only going to get one season's use.
Right.
But you could. I mean, that's fine.
Yes.
There's no reason you couldn't. It's probably not going to last, for several years.
That's right. Now I'm just going to tuck another piece of my gold pick right in there behind that poinsettia, just like that. Okay, let me turn it this way just to make sure that I have things where I want them.
Add a couple more balls, I think, to mine.
Yeah, I'm probably going to too. And we've got these other. Did I give you some? Yeah, I gave you. I'm gonna use some of these too.
We're gonna do these
the same. These are smaller, and we're gonna do the same thing that we've done. We're just gonna still take the tops off. And just dip them in the glue. I like to use a lot of ornaments, but like we said, you can use as many or as few as you want to. That is up to you. Make sure though, when you're doing this, that you don't forget behind the bow. You know, you want to make sure that you've got something all around. So I'm going to put a couple of these. I'm going to put one of these back behind my bow to make sure that I've got that there. Even though you may not be able to see it from the front, you want to be able to see something good all the way around, like if you can see it from the side and all. So you want to make sure that you've got something all around. And a couple more. Now just leave a spot right here.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, don't get too much there.
So let us know in the comments, guys. Are you ready for Christmas? Are you excited? Are you counting down? Or are you like, not yet?
Not yet. Not yet for Christmas.
Not yet.
Let's see. I'm just going to see if I can squeeze one more of my leopard ones right over in here. That piece of pine, I'm not sure I'm going to get it to fit. Let's see. Yeah, I can get it to fit.
Starting to run out of glue,
yeah,
so I guess that's our
cue that we got to quit. Yeah.
Maybe we got enough. Our glue's killing us.
It says that's a plenty.
But I could keep adding and
adding.
I
could too, yes.
For sure.
Okay, but now we've got our pretty little ornament that we are going to add. And with this, it's got a little hanger on it. You can use that. You could replace it with a piece of wire if you wanted to. But we're just going to tuck it. And what I do with this is I just wrap that around and around and around. Just to get it.
I like to find a good piece of pine.
Yeah, find one good piece of pine.
So I had to dig.
And then we're just going to hang it so that it looks like it's hanging from our bow. Just like that.
Oh, Vicki said yes, 76 days. She is counting down.
Oh, you are counting, yes. You sound like my husband. He is counting down. Christmas is his favorite time of the year.
Grab a piece of wire.
Yeah, I may have to.
Well, I don't have a real good bendable piece of pine because I used them all.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm going to have to take a piece of wire and wrap it around.
Yeah, that's okay. You can do that. So, no problem.
To get it exactly where I want it.
Add one more of my glitter stems. I'm actually looking forward to Christmas too, but I'm still enjoying all of my fall decor right now.
I love fall. Y'all know. I mean, I love Christmas too, but
I'm going to put this right here behind this ball ornament. I just want that to be tucked in there. Okay. of my gold ones. I could keep doing this until it was completely full. Because I love to put a lot of ornaments on them. And I've got to put one on this other side. Because I need to make sure I've got one on this side of my bow. I'm just going to leave some of my pine out so I have somewhere to glue it to. There we go. I think I'm going to quit for now. I may add more.
I'm going to add one more of these.
I may add more because I tend to do that later. I'll come back and add something else, but I'm trying to decide where I would love to put another leopard one. I may add it up here in the top. Let's see if I can make that work right there.
Well, we've got glitter everywhere.
Yes, there's glitter. We've got enough glitter for everybody.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like everywhere.
Yeah.
My hands are covered.
I'm going
But
to
this is what this wreath is all about. Glitz, glam, glitter,
and
all the
glitter.
good stuff.
Yep, all of the good stuff. I'm going to add one more of these. Right up here in the top. Because I like leopard. So, there we go. I can't tell if I'm holding it where you can see it or not, but
Yeah, but this is so fun, and if you love,
fun.
you know, just fun, glam, leopard,
yeah,
you know, consider something a little bit different this year.
that's right. So much fun.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I'd still spray the whole thing with glitter because that's what I do. So, even though it's got all this glitter on it, I would still spray it.
Yeah, so on all of our Christmas wreaths, we spray with actually we've got it over there. It's made by Design Master. It's a
glitter spray.
You got it? Glitter spray.
Yeah.
Aerosol glitter spray. And we just do just a little fine coat over the whole wreath. Because we like glitter.
Because we like glitter. That's exactly right. That's what Christmas, you got to have glitter.
But this is really fun. And if you didn't want to do the pink, you could even do, I was just thinking red.
Oh, red and the leopard. Wouldn't that be gorgeous?
Would be really pretty.
Yes. That would be gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I'm loving all the different combinations that I'm seeing this year.
Yeah, Deb, you're right. Leopard print can go with about anything.
It really can.
That's what
they
do people
say it's the new neutral.
It's the new black.
New
Leopard
black.
is
That's
the new
it.
black.
The new black. That's right. So you can use it for anything. But yes, it would be beautiful with red.
Yeah. Linda, you can find the candy sucker tutorials, the lollipops, on our blog at gracemonroehome.com. It's also on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You can just look for lollipops, search the lollipops, and it will come up. And I'll try to link it below too if I can. But they're really fun to make.
Yes.
And they're very simple. Very simple. Easy to make.
Oh, yeah. You'll be surprised at how easy they are.
Because really, I mean, I love easy.
Yeah, we like anything that's not too difficult. Yeah.
But this is fun, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this
is.
today. And if you are just joining us, or if you're new to our channel, welcome.
Yes.
I'm Amanda. This is my mom, Sherry.
Hey there.
We are so happy to have you here with us.
Yes,
we are live on Facebook for Flower Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, I will say that if you're watching us live next Friday, we will not be live.
No, we won't be live. We're going to try to post something for you to watch, but it won't be us live next Friday.
It won't be us live. So I'm going to be out of town.
She's going to be, her and her family are going to be out of town for her husband's birthday.
And my daughters.
So, and her daughters. They were born on the same day, exactly.
So we have a special weekend planned.
They do.
But we will be back the following week.
Yes, we will. Because we can't stay away from Flower Friday for too long.
No. And we'll definitely have some fun stuff for you.
Yes.
Anyway, even though we're not here live.
Yes, but we do have tons of things that you can see on our blog or on our YouTube. So make sure to go check those out at gracemonroehome.com. And on YouTube, it's just Grace Monroe Home. And, yes, we've got tons of stuff for you to watch. You will be busy.
Yeah, we've got
Trust
lots to
me,
keep you
I can't
busy.
even tell you how many tutorials we've got now. I've lost count.
Tons, all kinds of crafts, wreaths, swags, arrangements,
table arrangements,
recipes,
lantern arrangements. Just, yes, all kinds of things.
Yep, all kinds of stuff to keep you busy.
That's right.
If you are watching us on YouTube, please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that little bell so that you get notified when we release new videos. If you're watching us on Facebook, be sure to follow our Facebook page so that you get a little notification when it's time for us to go live so you don't miss us.
That's exactly right.
Well, guys, we thank you so much for hanging out with us for Flower
This
Friday.
is always fun. We enjoy. This is my favorite day of the week, as I say this every Friday, but it is. I love it. I love being live with you all. It's a lot of fun.
That's right, guys. Well, we will see you very, very soon, and I hope that you have a wonderful weekend.
Bye, y'all. Stay safe.
Bye.